Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking today's Strategy Rose report. Yeah, I've got it on again. It's kind of hot in here. Hey, noted before, WWE has offered, I was telling you about Brock Lesnar, another one-year contract. I believe similar to the deal he's got right now that expires WrestleMania 29. In a sense that it's just for a few dates, several $1 million, though. Lesnar's not signed a contract yet, but word going around is that there's a good chance he's going to be signing. Don't worry, he'll be back just every once in a while. The big opponents being discussed for Lesnar in 2013, believe it or not, are CM Punk and Randy Orton. Lesnar versus Orton has been discussed for 2012, but plans changed on that, I guess. There was a lot of backstage talk about Monday's Raw this week, which I mentioned earlier. It was acknowledged that the promos by Punk and Heyman and The Rock were all very good to build up to WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. But besides that, the feeling was that the show kind of sucked. As noted, though, a lot of people were talking about how bad John Cena's promo was, which did go an awful long time. But I think they told him to get out there, and they thought he could just wing it real good, come up with something to go in, because they were wanting him to stretch. I think they were ending a little early, and they wanted them to go over into the other quarter hour, the overrun, or the fourth hour, whatever you want to call it. And I think they tried to get him to stretch, and it just, then all at once when they got into the fourth hour, that's when they had the big fight in the ring. Didn't work too good. Probably a lot of people turned it off. Anyway, current storyline for The Miz is being pushed as the next Ric Flair. It was originally, believe it or not, earmarked for Dolph Ziggler. With Ziggler and the idea of being more of a Flair, being his manager, but Ziggler was going to go be given the figure four, leg lock, and doing the same sort of gimmick that Miz is doing, being a babyface. But I don't know if Ziggler could have pulled it off or not. He's good, but Miz needs a little push too. He's been kind of way down in the mid-card, lower than mid-card lately. And regarding Ziggler's babyface, it looks like those plans have been put on hold for a while. WWE has broached the possibility that Del Rio versus Ziggler at WrestleMania 29 may happen. And according to Wrestling Observer newsletter, however, it was noted that the match was not necessarily to be for the World Heavyweight title, though. Currently held by Del Rio. Just could be a match, which I don't think they should do that at WrestleMania. Put all the stuff on the line. All right, current plans for this Sunday's 30-man Battle Royal match is, the Royal Rumble match will feature 90-second intervals that the people's going to be coming in, so get used to it, that little buzzer sound. However, it will be likely altered based on the pay-per-view event's remaining time, so they could bump it a little. And TNA's 2012 Bound for Glory, No Surrender, and Hardcore Justice pay-per-view events are now available on DVD at shoptna.com. It is the company's first DVD releases in months due to the lack of a video distributor. I thought they might have distributed their own, but I guess they do. Former WWE and WCW wrestler, the old Bill Goldberg, remember him? Anyway, he teased a return to the ring on Twitter on Wednesday. So, I don't know. I'll tell you more about it later. But anyway, WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross was asked whether there's a chance we'll see Goldberg as a surprise entrance in Sunday's Royal Rumble pay-per-view. JR says, highly unlikely. And Goldberg replied, how about no? And not a chance in hell. No, if they were going to put Goldberg on a pay-per-view, it'd be advertised. Because, man, that'd put some more buy rates on it. Anyway, fan told Goldberg, such a shame. The Spears needs to be seen once again. He replied, it's coming. I wonder what that is. And another fan said, it's not cool for Goldberg to tease a return to the ring if he doesn't mean it, which Goldberg replied, I mean it. It's coming. So, anyway, Goldberg said, I think it's common knowledge about my feeling towards WWE. When another fan asked Goldberg, I'm guessing this means you will never be in WWE again? He says, great guess. Didn't say yes or no, but great guess. I think anyway. If the money's right, he'll be there, and I would like to see, the old Goldberg versus, of course, Ryback, but I doubt it. Of course, I'd like to see a lot of things too. Ain't gonna happen. All right, Jim Ross is having a tough time battling the flu, which I told you about yesterday. He revealed on Twitter last night he had to make a trip to the hospital for chest x-rays. He said the flu is a bear. He said trip to the hospital last night for chest x-rays. Doctor office this morning for results to eliminate pneumonia possibility. And it's no secret in WWE that Alberto was being pushed, and they wanted to get that title on Alberto because it's kind of tied into the Cain Vasquez winning on UFC title, and it was and doing a shockingly big number, I guess, on the pay-per-view. Del Rio's title win happened about a week after WWE became aware of the UFC show with the Latin superstar Vasquez winning, and did a lot better numbers than what they were expected going into it. And WWE website's got an article up with prediction from Booker T, Kofi Kingston, The Miz regarding Sunday's Rock versus CM Punk Royal Rumble match, and The Miz is rooting for The Rock. Well, I just can't believe that, can you? You ought to root for Flair, even though he's not in it. Some recent attendance figures from SmackDown in Anchorage, Alaska, did about 5,700 fans. I think it was January 17th. And the 18th, Los Angeles drew 11,000 fans. SmackDown on the 18th in Fairbanks did 3,000 fans. Probably too cold to come out, like around here. And Raw on the 19th, Ontario, drew 7,000. SmackDown January 19th in Stockton, California, 4,500 fans. And the Super Show January 20th in Fresno did about 6,500 fans. Sheldon Benjamin wrote on Twitter that he was, when asked about a return to WWE, he said, I should hope so. He said, I still got plenty of gas in the tank. Didn't ask about your car. WWE's next episode of WWE Main Event will see Intercontinental Champion Wade Barrett kick off a 3-week Intercontinental Cup. The Cup's going to be featuring 6 superstars competing for a chance to be #1 contender. And WWE superstar Kofi Kingston spoke to AZCentral.com this week to promote Royal Rumble. The title of the article reads, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson mentors WWE Kofi Kingston. Kofi replied on Twitter, nothing like exaggeration in the media. Tell them you receive a piece of career advice and they print that you're being mentored. Says, honored. Said, I would beware of that case, but I must say, regrettably, it's untrue. Former WCW heavyweight champion Vince Russo. Yeah, I did say that. Heavyweight champion Vince Russo. That just shows you what WCW went to. Turns 52 today, by the way. Also, this would have been the birthday of Gary Hart's 71st birthday, and Mike Awesome would have been 48. Jim Ross wrote the following on Twitter about whether or not he's going to be working WrestleMania 29. He said, I'd love to, but that's to be announced or decided. Fingers crossed, he says. And WWE Hall of Famer Billy Graham, superstar Billy Graham, not the preacher. Graham started, he's back in the hospital anyway, says that for W Online, Graham started spitting up a liquid that was a concern to those at the Mayo Clinic while doing breathing exercises earlier this week. A liquid. WWE sent out a survey. I don't know if you got any, go on their website or not, but they sent out a survey renaming a bunch of their live events, as it sounds like separate Raw and SmackDown live events may no longer be going on. WWE is looking to feature both Raw, SmackDown superstars at the live events, and renaming the events. WWE provided the following options. Do you like these? I'll just read some of it. WWE Superstars Live, or WWE Universe Live, WWE World Tour, or just plain the tour. or WWE Live, Live in Action, Live Tour, or WWE Presents. So there's no Raw SmackDown breakdown. Split. Speak of the devil, Christy Hemming and Miss Tessmacher were unable to appear Wednesday at TNA's live event in Glasgow, Scotland due to sickness. They also will miss Thursday's show in Nottingham, England. I think they were taping some of the shows over there to show over here. Hemming wrote on Twitter, said, I'm so sorry to Glasgow and Nottingham. The doctor won't clear Tessmacher and I because we got the flu bug, and we're staying behind while the bus drives on. Tessmacher added, Glasgow, Scotland. I'm so bummed to be sitting here, very sick with a bad stomach flu. Fingers crossed we're better. How did those two give each other the same bug? I wonder. They must be awful close. I hope. Joseph Park, he appears on this week's episode of The List with Robbie E. and Robbie T. Synopsis reads, I don't know if you watched that thing or not, but it says there are some people who are not only not on the list, but stands no chance of getting on the list in the first place. Joseph Parks fits into this category. Besides, no self-respecting bro wears a fanny pack. Seriously, bro. UK Challenge TV to earn a contract and has been added to TNA roster. Oh, Spud. I missed a sentence here. Rockstar Spud, who won the TNA Wrestling boot camp, our British boot camp on the UK Challenge TV to earn a contract, has been added to the roster page. Doesn't that sound better? I should watch every line. I should read it ahead of time. Monday's WWE Raw drew a 3.04 rating with about 4,317,000 viewers, down from last week, which did a 3.24, a little bit over 4.5 million viewers. Hour 3 lost about 350,000 viewers from Hour 2. Anyway, Raw is number 3 on the cable for that night, right behind CNN's coverage of the presidential inauguration and Pawn Stars on the History Channel. And Raw ranked number 1 in the key male demo and number 2 among the male teams. I think it kind of switched around. So, all right. On this day in 1981, we lost 3 personalities. Well, not on 1981 we didn't. But anyway, first, in 1981, we lost the NWA World Champion Orville Brown, died at age 72. Second person, 1997, one-time WWF United States Champion, Tag Team Champion, that is, Dr. Jerry Graham, died at age 75. And lastly, in year 2000, former WCW wrestler Bobby Duncan Jr. died at the age of only 34 years old. And that's about all I got for today. Hey, I hope this gets uploaded quick, because, man, the last 3 days, I got a new updated program on here, and it wasn't recognizing YouTube, and I couldn't upload. And, man, I've been trying. I finally got it yesterday, or late last night. I'll try it again. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.